Pinwheel pop-up gardens like the one here on Delaware Avenue in Buffalo are a reminder that April is National Child Abuse Prevention Month. Rebecca Stevens, Director of the Child Advocacy Center at Best Self, joins us on AM Buffalo to share some great resources.
At the Child Advocacy Center here in Erie County, we provide a multidisciplinary response to cases of child sexual abuse and child physical abuse. We bring all of our local partners in Child Protective Services, Oshai Children's Hospital, all local law enforcement, the DSS Office of Counsel, the District Attorney's Office, all of those providers, including our mental health treatment providers at Best Self, come to our agency and we wrap our services around the child in one location where the child can tell their story one time to this entire group of professionals and not have to retell their story over and over and over again, and each time reliving that fear and trauma and pain.
It's not nice to think that child abuse goes on, but it is something that we have here in our community.
Here in Erie County, we estimate that we see around 3,000 cases that are reported of child abuse a year. We're the second highest reported county in New York State for child abuse cases. At the CAC, we see around 1,100 children each year. So we know that we're not seeing all of the children that need the help, and therefore there are cases that are going unreported, and those children are living in silence and in fear.
It often comes through schools. Teachers tend to report child abuse, and of course, kids haven't really been in school.
Absolutely. The largest number of people that make reports are teachers, followed next by medical providers. And with COVID, kids just haven't had the face-to-face interactions with teachers or medical providers that they would usually. Most signs of child abuse aren't physical. They're not bruises and injuries. They're more likely behavioral changes where a child who was once very happy and outgoing is now withdrawn. So teachers who get to know the personalities of the children face to face are the ones that are more likely to identify that a problem is happening.
So with not so many teachers being able to report now, it kind of lands on us in the community. But I've got to say, it's not an easy thing.
It's certainly understandable where if what happens in your family stays in your family is certainly a thing that most of us say. In order to have a happy and healthy community, children need to be safe and happy and healthy. So if you have a gut feeling that something is wrong, it's really important that you get the authorities involved so they can investigate and just see if that child needs help. Calling the Child Protective Hotline in New York State, it can be done anonymously. You can make a simple phone call by dialing 1-800-342-3720 and just let them know that you suspect something is happening. You don't need proof. You just need a suspicion.
Could I be doing more harm than good if I'm wrong?
Within 24 hours of that phone call being made, if Child Protection believes that your suspicion is worth an investigation, a CPS worker goes to the home, they make a phone call, and if they determine that, no, everything here in the house seems right, the case is closed and everybody goes on their way. There are no negative consequences.
That actually gives me a lot of peace of mind, because I think sometimes we don't want to be a busybody. Better to be safe than sorry. If you see something, say something.
Better safe than sorry. And if you see something, say something is exactly what I was going to say. So that's exactly what we hope people take away.
It's nice to be empowered. Thank you so much for this information.
If people have questions, I would encourage them to either call us at the Child Advocacy Center. That number is 886-5437, or you can visit cacbuffalo.org.
Thank you so much to our friends over at Best Self Behavioral Center, Health Center, for sharing that information, because it's true what Mel was saying. You don't know always how to approach these situations, but that information was fantastic. And of course, we have it on our website. We have the information right there on the screen for you if you need it.